You know how people sometimes see faces where there aren't faces? Well, there's a face right there above the door, and an angry one there, and also one here with a wide open mouth, and now you'll never not see them. Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Golden Sun. When last we left off, no one here in Kalay knows what happened to Lord Hammet. Well, there are rumours, but only one of them is true, that he's currently being held for ransom by the thieves of Lunpa, and we need to go and convey that bad news soon enough to the people in the palace. But right now, let's go and talk to these two people here. I hear Colosso is incredible. I'd love to see such a huge carnival. Oh, there's also a minor thing going on with the tournament in Tolby. Not many people are talking about it. Actually, loads of people are talking about it. It's very important, and I'm sure we'll be competing. After all, we're the protagonists of a role-playing game. It's kind of our thing that we do. We compete in any tournament and competition, and sometimes we even win. Maybe when I'm older, I'll even get to go fight in Colosso. That is more dangerous than you think. Even combats where it's not to the death, sometimes an accident will happen and people will die. It's just the risk that you take every time you step into the arena. A huge mountain north of the river erupted violently. I think it was called Mount Aleph. You're indeed correct. That is its name. During the volcano's eruption, odd gems and rocks fell from the sky, and I'm glad they're not causing a problem here. They've been causing a problem in a lot of places that we've been to, not to mention all the enemies in the overworld map. But hey, we've talked to everyone, time to go to the palace. I'm sure they'll be willing to listen to us. Greeting! Oh. This is Lord Hammet's palace. My lord is away. Please be gone. Oh no! Complications! He will happily welcome visitors once Lord Hammet has returned. You do know he's not coming back, right? Oh wait, you don't know that. We're here to tell you that, but I'm sure you won't listen to us. Or maybe you will, and you'll just dismiss it as rumours. What to do about this? Ivan, save us! Leave this to me. I certainly will, Ivan. I'm sure you've got this perfectly in hand. It is I. Please permit me to see Lady Layana. And they seem confused. Don't you recognize me? I am Ivan, servant of Lord Hammet. I don't think they do. Ivan? Maybe they do? I didn't recognize you. You're so tan. But it really is you, Ivan. That does make sense. They have just traipsed through a really, really hot desert. Oh, it's Ivan. You've grown so much in such a short time, Ivan. Has he? I'm not sure he has. Have I really changed that much? Well, actually, yes, you have. You've definitely developed into quite a different person than when we first met you. Really? I'm surprised. It doesn't feel like it's been that long. It may not have been long in time, but a lot of things have happened. That doesn't matter. What's important is that the thieves freed you. Not quite. Please tell us, will Lord Hammet be freed soon too? No. Freed? Lord Hammet is a prisoner? Yeah, it's pretty much implied that he's a prisoner. You did, after all, try to go and rescue him and it didn't work. Remember that? You went to go and find him and he wasn't there, or rather, you couldn't find out if he was there? He's pretty much there. You haven't heard? I can see we'll need to fill you in on everything. This is a private matter. Would your friends please leave? Well, no, we really need to talk to you about this. My companions and I have overcome many hardships together. Very well then. Why are you not with Lord Hammet? I remained in Vault to look for his stolen rod. Ah yes, the shaman's rod. Stolen? Someone stole his rod? They did, we literally just said that. Yes, the shaman's rod, but I was able to recover it. Then Lord Hammet must still be imprisoned in Lunpa. Indeed he is. I must report this to Lady Layana. Ivan, come to see Lady Layana with me. You can explain it all to her. Isaac, you saw Lord Hammet heading north, didn't you? Yes, we did. That must have been when Lord Hammet went toward Lunpa. Yes, indeed, that is true. We have kind of gone over this a few times. Lady Layana will surely be glad to hear your tale. Please come with me and tell her the full story. And off we go, into the palace. Welcomed as guests, and now a montage of plot. And they're all sort of chipping in to find out what's going on and what's happening. Lots of conversation, and probably some sadness as well, and shaking of heads.
When I heard that you were back, Ivan, I had dared to hope that Lord Hammet had returned with you.
We thought Lord Hammet had been released from Lunpa too. We sent the ransom money they demanded, so we should return soon, right? Oh, you've just been played by the oldest trick in the book. They're not going to free him, they're just going to keep taking your money.
What's been happening in Lunpa these days?
The leadership in Lunpa passed from its founder, Lunpa, the noble thief, to his son Dompa, and then to Lumpa's grandson. The Dompa is a very evil man. His father, Dompa, is heartbroken at the state of Lunpa now, but he could just do something about it, I suppose. Or maybe the person in charge right now has done something to prevent that. Who can say, eh?
When did you send that ransom money? Let's see. First the volcano erupted,
and the ransom note came right after the eruption. We rushed the money to them right away. I remember it well.
It's been quite a while since the eruption. It is possible that, is it possible that they have no intention of letting Lord Hammet go?
Yes, that is definitely a possibility.
You think so too, Isaac?
It does make sense.
Are you saying Dompa won't release Hammet?
Indeed, that's exactly what we're saying. I agree with Ivan. If they were going to release him, they'd have done it by now. They're just evil thieves that must be stopped.
I'm sorry, Lady Layana, but I think Ivan might be right.
You don't need to reiterate that same point. We pretty much agreed that this is the decision that the thieves have decided on. Lots of reiteration. And now silence, as she considers what to do. What can be done?
What should we do? How can we rescue Hammet?
Well, we could go there. I don't think we're high enough level for that yet.
What if something has happened to him?
That's also a possibility. Let us handle this. My lady, this is exactly what the soldiers of Kalay are here for. But I thought you were here to make sure that people who enter Kalay didn't have bad intent. Or maybe this is also something you do. Yes, Lady Layana, please let us handle this. They seem keen. Command us to attack, and we shall.
I cannot do that, not without thinking it over carefully. How can we guarantee Hammet's safety if we send soldiers to attack?
That's a good point. They might just kill him.
I cannot do it. I cannot put Hammet's life at risk.
Can't we do something to help? Sure we can. Oh, well, it's about time you started agreeing with me, Isaac. We've been agreeing with you about loads of things, Garrett. Don't just mention this one specifically.
Oh, what are you two talking about?
Well, we're talking about busting him out of prison when we're higher level.
Garrett thinks that we can help. It is too dangerous. If you fail, your lives would be in danger too.
Well, what's the alternative? He just stays there forever?
Besides, don't you have your own quest to pursue?
Well, we do, yes.
We do. I thought so. I knew there was a reason that Ivan had stayed with you, instead of returning home directly from Vault.
Well, there was kind of the bridge being out, and then we had to go through a desert, and before then an evil forest, and then we had to sort out a thing with another forest, and there were the thieves, and it's been a very long journey.
Then what will happen to Lord Hammet? Hammet is a good hostage for them. They will not kill him.
That is true.
We shall wait for another message from Lunpa, and then we will send more money, and then they will send another note, and then this is a terrible idea.
This is a terrible idea! Why are you going ahead with this plan?
Lady Layana, I cannot leave like this. It will be fine, Ivan. Hammet would not want to distract you from... What exactly are you doing? I apologize. I have said more than I should.
It sounds like Hammet knows about our mission, doesn't it?
I suppose I can keep it a secret no longer.
He blatantly knows.
Very well, I shall tell you. He swore an oath to a Jupiter Adept.
A Jupiter Adept? Ah, maybe one we've already met. Have you heard of a village called Vale? We have, actually. You are from Vale? Really? Then the prophecy was true. What prophecy? Ah, maybe this is the prophecy that we've heard before. 3 years after the terrible storm that struck only Mount Aleph, Ivan must depart on a journey with warriors from Vale, so it was foretold. That is a very short and specific prophecy. Very short and specific. It's like, well, it was foretold that 3 years from now you will go on an adventure with these specific people. What about the adventure? Oh, that wasn't mentioned. It's just like 2 sentences. That's all we could afford from the person giving the prophecy. I've heard nothing of any such prophecy. It happened several years before Hammet founded Kalay. He was off travelling. Hammet felt he had reached an impasse as a merchant then. He risked his life on a journey to find a new source of business. And nearly died? He was in mortal danger at the southwestern edge of the world. I called him nearly dying when some adepts appeared and saved his life. He had lost consciousness. When he awoke, he found himself in their village. And why didn't anyone in Vale ever mention Lord Hammet? Ever. Well, I suppose then he wasn't a lord, so he was just a merchant. Just a moment. Am I from that village? Yes. The adept gave him a shaman's rod and you, along with some doubloons. Wait, so Ivan's parents are somewhere in Vale? Or maybe they're not in Vale anymore. Doubloons? Were they golden doubloons? Were they piratical doubloons? Yes, let's see. You are called... I am Mia, Lady Layana. It was a lot of gold, Mia, but he also received some business advice. Business advice? Hammet, the greatest merchant ever known? Well, maybe he didn't start out as the greatest merchant ever known, you know? Possibility. Yes, Carrot. Hammet has the adepts to thank for his success. Whoa! I've never heard anything like that. I can just imagine the adepts going, hey, gold's gonna be really good in a few years, Hammet. You really should buy some of that. Oh, and some silk. And you should get rid of all of that lumber. It's gonna really fall off soon. He was advised to buy silk in Zion and sell it in Tolby. And so the Silk Road came to be. To see anything sell so well, it's like a dream come true. There's no denying that was when Hammet picked up his knack for business. Did he have to promise them anything in return? Ah, yes, Ivan. It is something you will need on your journey. Something we need on our journey? Like a boat? An adept asked Hammet to use the shaman's rod to obtain it. He looked for this object wherever he went, but he could never find it. Then 3 years ago, a storm struck, one that hit only Mount Aleph. Hammet was worried that time was running out, and it indeed was. But he had managed to unearth a clue just in time. That, Ivan, is why he took you with the caravan on his last journey north. I had no idea, so that must be why he left the rod in my care. But then... No, Ivan, you mustn't blame yourself. But he does. It was my carelessness that caused the rod to be stolen, and ultimately, that's why Lord Hammet is being held in Lunpa. You must continue your journey and complete your quest. You can't blame yourself. But you will, but you shouldn't. But what will happen to Hammet? I think we've already been over that, Mia. He'll just remain a hostage indefinitely. I will handle this. And don't forget the soldiers of Kalay. We're still here after all. Continue your journey, and do not worry about Hammet. I'm sorry I cannot tell you more about the shaman's rod. No, don't apologize. The shaman's rod will help us find that thing we need for our quest, right? Will you look for it? Of course we will. If Isaac says we will, then there's nothing to worry about. Are you entirely sure about that? I mean, Isaac can not achieve things, you know, just like you can't achieve things sometimes. Failure is not always averted. Very well. Take care of yourselves. And Now you will be escorted out. Return to your posts, everyone. And off we go. Let's talk to her first, shall we?
Dompa is a very shrewd man. He may have sent spies into Kalay. We can't risk sending our soldiers yet. Is this the right decision, Hammet? Am I making a mistake?
You are indeed making a mistake. We're gonna have to go and rescue him. It's actually entirely optional going to rescue him. You don't have to, but it most certainly is worth it to do so. And also, look at this man's fine monocle. Have you ever seen a more dapper man? Layana is putting up a strong front whenever people are around. It's so hard to see her like this. Lady Layana was crying again last night. I wish there was something I could do. But I cannot, for my duty is to stand here forever and think this exact thought. There are a few things we can do here. Go upstairs and have a look at these barrels, for instance. Anything in here? Nope. What about in here? Also, no. Anything in here? Let's have a look. I don't think there is, but it's always worth checking it out. And there's nothing. Down the stairs we go. Anything else we can look at? We could go into here. Anyone in? We're here to look for stuff. Hello, you. The townsfolk don't know about Lord Hammet yet, do they? I think some of them do. Just a few. I'm sure the villagers would panic if they knew Hammet was a hostage. We must be sure that we do not show it. A few of them already suspect, I'm afraid. Just a couple. Nothing in there? What about the books here? Let's search the bookcase. There's a book entitled The Good Host. Attention to detail is key to good hospitality. And also serving great food. That really helps too. Anything in here if we can actually focus on it? I don't think we can from there. Nothing here. Nothing there. And nothing. Ooh, I was wrong. Something here. Loot. And loot is awesome. Lord Hammet will be released soon, right? Sure. I mean, we have to sort of keep up the pretense. I hope so. Otherwise, Layana will be overwhelmed by sorrow. Everyone's worried about Lord Hammet, but no one can talk about it openly. If he isn't freed, it will mean the end of Kalay. So you do sort of know that something is wrong. Ah well, never mind. As long as you don't spread it around everywhere. And here is a room that we are not going to be entering for a while. There's also this thing here. We also can't do anything with that. Anything here? Nope, and nothing in here either. And now we're going to explore the other room on the other side. This is a much smaller palace than the one that was in Bilibin. And considering the fact that the one in Bilibin actually doesn't look that much bigger, this place is far smaller. Aha! There's loot in here, though. We'll have, ooh, the water jacket. I think I remember what this does. It's pretty good. It dramatically reduces agility, but it resists water and fire. I think we want to give that over to, I would give it to Ivan, but Ivan's inventory is a little bit full right now. We'll just give this to Mia. There we go. I think we want to give that, who would actually want to use it? It's actually better than what Isaac and Garrett are using, so we'll just give this over to Isaac here. And we'll swap it for the bow. There we go. And we'll equip the item right now. Marvellous. And before we do anything else, is there anything in here of any importance? There is a turban. It's a symbol of Kalay's soldiers. Well, we don't want that. Let's just leave, shall we? Maybe now we can finally go and get that djinn that we were going to get before. We might as well actually talk to these two people first. The soldiers of Kalay will handle this matter ourselves. Please go on with your journey, as Lady Layana requested. I'm worried about Lord Hammet, but Lady Layana insists that we do nothing. I can only hope for Lord Hammet's safety. He's not going to be safe unless we do something, that's for sure. We'll take care of this kidnapping incident just fine. You should continue on your quest. Go on, ignore the optional content. Warriors of Kalay will save Lord Hammet, no matter the toll. I don't think you will, actually. I think you'll just sort of stand there forever. Also, nothing in here, and nothing in here either. We're going to leave now. We're going to head back up to Vault, where we're going to be going, and actually we'll sell a few things first. Why not? We'll just get rid of a few things that we don't want. For instance, this Claymore here. 3,000 we'll be getting for that. It is indeed a deal. We also want to get rid of this sleep bomb that only gives us 45. We don't need that. And we also don't need this smoke bomb, which is only 22. There we go. And while we're at it, we also don't need this chainmail. We only get a 75% of the money back. Still not bad. And we're back to 13,000 gold. And let us leave. For now, we shall do what we... Okay. Are we all listening? Let's stop right here. Stop right here for what? Uh-oh. Here go the people for Tolby. Why are we stopping in a place like this? Yeah, we have to hurry or we'll be late for Colosso. Don't worry, you're all going to get there on time. Late for Colosso? We can't have that. That won't do at all. We paid good money to see Colosso. We can't be late. Have you considered that there's a reason why you're stopping? You haven't actually given them a chance to explain yet. Everything will be just fine, folks. Lots of nodding. We're just checking to make sure no one is missing. Well, I guess that's okay. But if anyone is missing, we're the ones who'll miss out. Forget about them. Let's just get a move on. Oh dear. Alright, hurry up and start counting. Well, there's 8 of them. That didn't take long. It really doesn't take that long. There are 8 of them. Uh-oh. Something's wrong. Lots of nodding. Don't count them again. There's still 8 of them. Uh-oh, we're short one person. Now where could he be? Time to look around. Don't keep counting them. They're still not there. What's going on? Why aren't we leaving for Tolby yet? And why am I still carrying my frying pan? Why am I still flipping whatever's in the frying pan? There are a lot of people waiting to see Colosso here. Why don't you just go back to the inn? That's probably where they are. Hey, what's up? Why are the guides pacing back and forth? They're counting. Come on, why aren't we leaving yet? I hear there was a landslide on the road to Tolby. We paid good money to take this cruise to see Colosso. We have to decide if we're entering Colosso once we reach Tolby. But when we're leaving, they tell us we have to ride a boat? I can't stand boats. If I'd known, I would never have come. It's just a shame a man like you can't ride on a boat, Uranus. That's it. We can't wait any longer. Can't wait? What do you mean? It means that you can't wait. We all knew that anyone who was late would be left behind, right? Everyone understood that. Then what's the problem? We'll miss the boat if we wait any longer. Miss the boat? We can't let that happen. We've been over that before. We paid a lot of money. We have to arrive before the carnival starts. There's nothing we can do. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. And it's all agreed. Okay, follow me and stay in line. If there are any bears, run for your lives. I wonder if the other person... Oh, there he is. Hello. Now, where did my tour group get to? I really shouldn't have had that 3rd omelette. No, they wouldn't have left without me, would they? Oh, they already have. Oh no, I'd better get moving. Oh look, there's a bear. I'm sure I can dodge it. I'm not sure he can. And that is a hint to say that we might be going on a boat in the near future. But not this time. For when we come back, folks, we'll be going over to Vault to finally go and get that djinn. And then we may backtrack all the way back to Vale. After all, there's a boulder that we can now lift that will lead to a cave. And I'm sure that cave will have some nice things in it indeed. So I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.